It is October 1985, and a beloved trying to understand how his life collapsed in a matter of weeks. His wife is dead. He is the one charged with killing her. The prosecution's star witness is not a detective, not a forensic scientist, not a medical examiner. He is a deputy who learned blood spatter analysis from a mail order course, and his testimony is about to bury Joe Bryan for 33 years. Joe Bryan is the kind of man a small town builds its identity around. He is the principal of Clifton High School in Clifton, Texas, a quiet community of a few thousand people in Bosque County. Everyone knows him. Everyone respects him. His wife, Mickey Bryan, is equally beloved, a schoolteacher herself. They are the couple people point to as proof that good, steady, decent lives still exist in small-town America. But in the early morning hours of October 15th, 1985, Mickey Bryan is found shot to death in the couple's home. And within weeks, the man who loved her most becomes the man accused of killing her. The crime scene raises immediate questions, but none of the answers point to Joe. On the night Mickey is murdered, Joe is at a principal's conference in Austin, roughly 120 miles away. Multiple witnesses place him there that evening. He checks into his hotel. He attends social functions. He is seen by colleagues. Investigators process the Bryan home and find no physical evidence connecting Joe to the shooting. No murder weapon is recovered. There is no history of domestic violence, no insurance motive, no affair, no financial trouble. By every conventional measure, this case should steer investigators away from Joe Bryan. Instead, it does the opposite. The Bosque County Sheriff's Office zeroes in on Joe almost immediately. The theory they construct is extraordinary. They claim Joe left the conference in Austin, drove 120 miles to Clifton in the middle of the night, shot Mickey in their bedroom, then drove 120 miles back to Austin and slipped into bed at his hotel, all without a single person noticing his absence. It is a theory that requires precision, luck, and most importantly, evidence. What the prosecution finds is a flashlight in Joe's car. And to make that flashlight speak, they call Robert Thorman. Thorman is a deputy with the Texas Department of Public Safety. He presents himself to the jury as a blood spatter expert. He testifies that microscopic traces of blood on the lens of the flashlight are consistent with high-velocity impact spatter, the kind produced by a gunshot. He tells the jury this means Joe was present in the room when Mickey was shot, holding that flashlight. It is damning, precise, and authoritative testimony. The jury believes every word. What nobody knows is that Robert Thorman has no legitimate forensic training. He has never been certified by any recognized forensic body. His education in blood spatter analysis comes largely from a correspondence course, a mail-order program with no accreditation and no rigor. He has never published peer-reviewed research. He has never been vetted by the scientific community. He is, by any serious forensic standard, unqualified to offer the testimony that is about to destroy Joe Bryan's life. But in 1986, in a rural Texas courtroom, nobody challenges him. Joe Bryan is convicted of murder and sentenced to 99 years in prison. He is 50 years old. For 3 decades, Joe sits behind bars while the case fades from public memory. Then in 2018, journalist Pamela Koloff publishes a sweeping 2-part investigation in ProPublica and the New York Times Magazine. Her reporting is meticulous and devastating. She reveals that Thorman's blood spatter analysis was not just unqualified, but fundamentally flawed. Legitimate forensic experts review his testimony and conclude his interpretations violate basic principles of bloodstain pattern analysis. The so-called spatter on the flashlight could not support the conclusions he drew. Koloff exposes a system that allowed a man with no credentials to testify as an expert and a jury that had no way of knowing the difference. The story sends shockwaves through the forensic and legal communities. After 33 years in prison, Joe Bryan is paroled in 2020. He walks out an old man in his